Okay, for question 2, we are going to deal with GST, okay, or Goods and Services Tax. Alright, for Singapore, the GST is 7%, but don't worry, most of the time in the question they will state how much is the GST, right? 7%. So let's read and try to understand the question first. Okay, so my sister went shopping and bought a bag at $150. Okay, so in addition to that, she had to pay 7% GST. So part A, you're supposed to find how much did she pay for the GST, and part B, how much did she pay all together. Okay, so for this question, you are guided with part A and part B, so it's not that difficult. So you know the first thing you need to find out is how much did she pay for the GST. Okay, so 7%, we know the GST is 7%, is clearly written here. 7% GST, let me highlight that. Okay, and the price of the bag is at $150. So you're supposed to find this GST is 7% of the price of the bag, right? This is what it means, 7% GST. So again, we translate this to number statement. 7% is already a number, so we leave it. Of here, you know, is multiply the price of the bag, which is at $150, right? So we change it to fraction again to aid us in calculating. So 7%, just change it to fraction, you get 7 out of 100, right? So it's that simple, and then multiply by 150. Alright, then we find the answer. Okay, so for this, okay, I'm going to use a calculator to help us. Alright, let me find my calculator. Okay, so here we take 150, right, multiply by 7. Okay, here 7 by 150, we get the answer, and we divide it by 100, the denominator, and we get $10.05. Okay, 10.5. So she paid $10.50 for GST. So that is the first step. That is how you find GST of an item. Alright, I'm going to repeat again. So your sister went shopping and bought a bag for $150. In addition to that, she had to pay 7% GST. Alright, so 7% GST is not like discount where it's minus off, but for this she had to pay more, right? So again, understand the question, and you know that 7% GST is calculated from the price of the bag. So it is 7% of the price of the bag. Translate this to a number statement, you get 7% of is multiply the price of the bag, here we know is $150, right? And then you do your working and you get your answer for part A. For part B, it's very simple, don't forget, okay, because this is not the only thing you paid for. Okay, she don't only pay for the GST, but in fact she paid for the bag itself, and addition to that, the GST. So for part B, you add the price of the bag plus the price of the GST. Alright, this will give you $160.50. So there you have it. She paid $160.50 all together. Okay, so the problem is solved. Right, so remember, discount is where you minus off from the original price, Okay, and GST is where you add on to the original price. Always remember original price. Alright, so here you add on to the original price, which is $150, but you don't just add on like that. You need to find out how much you must add on. So you take 7% of the original price. This will be the price that you need to add on. Alright, so that's for question 2.